Hello, I talked with you last week. Thank you
Yeah,
so
I
much.
remember.
I listened to that again and again and again, and it's so helpful to review and see myself kind of objectively. And
Yeah,
anyway, thanks for putting those up online.
yeah, pleasure.
Yeah, do you wanna hear what I got out of that,
Yeah,
or I
totally.
have a different thing today too, but
No, I'd love to hear what you get out of that.
okay. Um, yeah, we were talking about like the savior, and I did the savior syndrome kind of in the drama triangle,
Yeah,
and I wanted to. I'm feeling that desire to want to kind of save my wife, I guess
yeah,
is what you would say, is see her get saved. And,
yeah,
and a lot of things that is a parallel with the Christian, where
yeah,
people go out and preach and save people from their sin.
yeah,
So there's a lot that goes deep down, I think, into my past, because I was a Christian in my earlier life.
right.
So I guess I'm still gonna apply, as I'm with Shelley, my wife. I'm still gonna apply being really careful and being aware of staying present with her, and just letting what happens happen, and not kind of being there with an agenda for her.
Yeah, yeah, just
Who am
really,
I? What do I?
really, yeah, just really meeting her as she is and feeling the discomfort that might arise in you when you see her suffer. Like, this isn't talking about passivity, but it's really allowing experience, without this narration of what you should be or what she should be, and this seeking to avoid the feelings that entails if she's not how you think or you're not how you think. And then when that happens, when the seeking begins to dissipate, then there can be this real merging into something deeper. When there's lots of seeking there, or the seeking happening, then you go into the time world. But as you begin to go deeper into the experience without seeking, then the timeless can begin to present itself. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, and the drama triangle is really good to read because it helps you see that triangle. And also when you do it in other areas of your life, or if you do it in other areas of your life, it's so deeply relaxing. It's so to give up any responsibility in that.
Which is kind of what I'm hoping for, is not to be the savior, and then I owe her my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I don't save myself. We wake up to what we already are.
Totally. Yeah, totally. That's just so beautifully put. Yeah, you didn't save yourself. There was something deeper that happened. Yeah.
Okay. So good. So I got that going on.
Nice.
Here's a different thing that kind of came up about feelings, and I was on YouTube yesterday, and this other psychologist. So I'm kind of getting into my own psyche and trying to kind of heal on that personal level, because I've never really gone to psychiatrists or psychologists and really cared. I think a long time ago I just gave up on whatever's going on inside of me, for some kind of childhood decision or trauma or whatever you want to call it. And I'm seeing that it's really helpful, and I'm glad you said that it's okay to work on your own kind of psychology, but knowing that it's just your character.
Yeah.
Because I am very clear on being awake, and I experienced this, more, but I feel that as I go forward in my psyche, there's this thing that I do, which is to think my way out of like the discomfort, and I want to be better at staying and looking into how my feelings are, what my feelings are telling me, so that I can kind of incorporate those in a positive way in awareness.
Yeah.
And so how would you suggest that I go forward? Because I know the whole, like, the chakra, there's energy flow, and I want to get sensitive to it, because I kind of don't feel.
I mean, what you're doing is really beautiful, because you're bringing it into personal awareness for that to happen. So that's like the first step, like you want to feel. So it's out there, like that energy is out there. And then there can be lots of things you do. So you go onto my website, there's so many practices that can be done that brings the personal awareness into the body. So something like Osho, he does something that I really like, which is chakra sound meditation, I think it's called. I've forgotten the name of it. And it's basically you make sounds of each chakra. Like, so this is just one example, but there's so much out there. There's holotropic breathing. There is acupuncture can be really good at getting back into feeling the body. Speaking with a somatic worker, so somebody that works on feelings. So somatic therapy, I understand, is very bodily therapy. So there's so much that you can like delve into, and I think there's not one way. So it's not like I have a particular way in which you can feel more. Like, so, I mean, like, there's lots of experiences that I've had, and lots of things that I've done which I could pass on to you, but really that's not what I do in these talks. I used to do it, but I now tend to stick more to pointing out. And what's really beautiful is if you have a feeling in your body. So do you have any sensation happening in your body? Like maybe there is pain or discomfort, or like if you go into your heart, what does the heart feel like? Or the stomach?
Well, my heart was beating when Joseph was talking.
Yeah, your heart rate was elevated.
Yeah, and I was happy with him, and but just I felt what he was feeling.
All right,
so that was kind of neat.
Okay, nice. So you kind of like felt empathy and compassion or something.
Mm-hmm.
So something like that. And what about now? What does it feel like in your heart or in your stomach?
I feel a little bit self-conscious, I think, on the call with you. Though you're wonderful, but
yeah. So and does that manifest as physical sensations in a way? It might be hard to associate it with the body. Like you say, at a certain age, some minds can totally cut off from associating it. So sometimes, like one person that I worked with, he would just feel ill when he had an emotion. So he'd feel like he had stomach ache or backache or something, which is really interesting. So he couldn't. But is there any, like, so you feel, so that you know that there's some form of self-consciousness, and then that's really great that you can recognize you're feeling that. And then what you can do is begin to pin it to different sensations that are happening in the body. So when the self-consciousness comes, does it correlate to a feeling in the body? But really, like, to go back onto topic of what I'm trying to teach, because I'm not just speaking to you, I'm speaking to everyone else that's listening to this video, is like one thing that I learned through non-duality was something really important and beautiful to do is to feel the feelings right through. So you feel the self-consciousness, and it's like a complete acceptance of that feeling. So really feeling it right through, like not trying to not feel unself-conscious with me. So not trying any effort to fix that or to improve that, like feeling it right through. And as you really, really experience the feeling, then there's a dropping into that non-seeking space of perception. Like it kind of happens automatically when it's like the love thing that I was speaking about with Shiv before. It's like when you really love something, you disappear and merge into the oneness. And it's the same for this subject. When you really feel your feelings 100%, you merge into the feelings, you merge into everything, and you become the perceiver that is perceiving. Even though you are always the perceiver, it's like there is no separation any longer from that perceiving. And when you're waking up, you can really recognize it all the time, that perception, but there can still be a an ego, we were calling it today, that's separating energetically from it. So it's like really dropping in. And then as you go deeper and deeper into really allowing and really embracing everything that's happening in this moment, then it's seen that that perception of what you are isn't separate from any things that are being experienced. That perceiver, and it's not an intellectual understanding, that perceiver and the feeling, that perceiver in the room, the perceiver and the character, the perceiver and the outside aren't separate. They're all one energy. Like who you truly are is the perception that's appearing in everything. But so when I was saying that, I wasn't saying it just to you. I was kind of bringing it back to the topic for everybody that's listening to this talk, because we could speak a lot about the character and how to do that. But I trust that you've really got a good grip on that, and that you're going to different places to help guide you more into the feeling. And the more that you get into the feeling, the more the seeking will crumble. And the seeking is the energy which keeps you apart, which holds things apart, which makes it feel like there is separation. And then there's more energies that shift and relaxation that happen.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I'm so excited. It's like I've been born, like I have a new life that existed that I just have been avoiding for so long.
Yeah, oh, that's really beautiful to hear, and that's really true. Like this subject really is freedom. It really, really is. And I really understand you. I remember, when I just totally believed my feelings were true, but I didn't even know that that was happening. It's just the feelings and what was being experienced were a reality. And as we begin to see that's not true, it really is for the character a different life. Like it really changes the character's life. But that's not really so helpful to say to people, because then it becomes this character with a new life. I'm going to seek for that. But I just really appreciate you saying that. Like I really find it beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Chris.
Bye.
Bye.